Listen.
Yeah. Yes, God. Get that out of there.
Here, bam. Okay. No, y'all don't even know. I was getting this live together. I gotta laugh because I was looking at the audio and it was like television. I was like, oh, wow. And then as I was changing it, it wasn't clicking over. So I had to unplug or replug. You know how it is. You know how it goes with these computers. But listen. Hello, everybody. It's your boy. Oh, I should do it like Gauntlet. Hello, everybody. I'm Cardi B. Welcome to my review. we got to talk about this episode. We got to get into it today. We got to talk about RuPaul's Drag Race, UK versus the World, Season 3, Episode 3, the Miss Snatch Game Pageant with capes as the runway. And I got to tell you, that was actually a good runway. Not everybody was on top, but there were a lot of hits. A lot of hits. I was like, oh, yes. That's not even a cape, but that was puss. That was good. Not a cape, but still good. Love that. Not a cape, but still great. Some cape down. They were cape cod, cape couture. But I had to give the runway some credit here. I was gagged by the Chippy Tea. I was gooped by the Chippy Tea. Not even gonna BS you, not even gonna play with you like that. I almost was like, this is for television. This ain't even like a real decision for me right now. She did this because it was gonna be good TV. Because there's just no way. But yeah, we're gonna talk about it today. And I've already had a couple of the twinks. And those who want to make sure that they stay on top, as the general whatever, come for my neck over my commentary today on Twitter when it, has to deal with Sminty and Zahira. And I'm going to keep my energy and my foot on those necks because I don't give a damn about your little ass opinions about how I feel about something. And you really shouldn't care how I take things if it's just not going to be 100. Just because I may have a different opinion than you or somebody else has a different opinion, you coming to attack someone and try to like belittle whatever they got to say, girl jump. Because at this point, we can't enjoy the show together. You can enjoy your show and I'll enjoy my show. We can be watching the same show, but we won't be on the same page like that. And you and anybody else ain't going to tell me what I can say. Just like I'm not going to tell you how to feel. Don't come over here with that because I'm going to be real with you. Your girl's coming off as a big brat, very entitled. And she has almost a sidekick along for the ride who seems to just be nodding their head along the way. They thought you were a goddamn magician today, Zahira. You came out as a conductor. Every joke they made about your runway was to a magician factor. You're not hitting as hard either. Mamu. Girl, my cats today. I get it. We can be fans of people on this show. I get it that we all can sit there and have an opinion on stuff. But then when folks go and try to challenge your intelligence because of your point of view, when it's not hurting them, affecting them, or anything else, I start to question what your motives are behind you defending somebody. And if it's about defending them or you just insulting someone who looks different than you. And your girl was cocked. I also find there's a little bit of ageism in this bit, but we'll get there today because I'm in the mood. And whether to piss you off or to make you happy, I'm just in that mood today. And I appreciate you again for tuning in, whether you're here to hate watch or to love watch. It is whatever it is. So let's go ahead and get this started. It's at Matty-Rants everywhere except for X, which is at @Matty-Rants. You can find that all in the description down below. No, in the about section. There we go. It's not in the description. It's in the about section because YouTube said put it in the about section. And so that's what I'm doing. Hey, go to the about section, find the Linktree link. It'll take you where you need to go, right? Boom, kabibbles. Then you can go ahead and find me over on Patreon. I am doing reactions right now for just this month, $1 a month, starting in March. And I have already addressed this with my Patreon family and team over there that we are raising it from $1 to $2. That could be a break it for somebody, so we got to mention it. We're going from $1 uno to dos next month, and it's going to be $2 for the lowest tier. There are other tiers you can use, but the lowest one is the one that gets you in the door. So if you want to get onto the Patreon family, I'm covering everything. And yes, I even put Heated Rivalry on a list of, if you want me to watch this, I can, because now on Patreon, we're doing viewer requests. I will give you one show once a month that we get to start and I get to watch with you. And that's that. And you choose. I have no choice in it. As long as I have the app to stream it on, I'm covering it. So I've already let people know for the rest of February, y'all get to vote and tell me what you want me to start watching in March. And then we're going to do the same thing in March for, April for May for June, so forth and so on. So that'll be a new thing, a part of the Patreon. We are going to cover shows I like to watch, and I've always been covering, but I'm going to give the viewers the option to bring up a show that they think I could possibly be interested in. Maybe I'm going to hate it. You just wanted to see my reaction. We're going to do that on the page. So make sure you get over there on the Patreon. Bookable on Cameo, merch available at dragqueenmerch.com, and affiliate partner with Paramount Plus. I'll get that free week on me, and I have a PO box in case you want to send me anything special. And I have a Discord if you want to be a part of the Rant Pack Discord. It is just for family over there, so you do have to take a test before you get in. And we do try to weed out the trolls because it is supposed to be a safe space, not a space to where you can report back to whoever you think gives a fuck about you, doesn't even know about you, right? So while I'm not done yet, because I know I'm 7 minutes in and I'm already swearing, so YouTube is going to give me a little bit of trouble for this, might as well keep it going here. But disclaimer, this program is for entertainment purposes only, and content's not intended to malign any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs. I'm going to repeat this back because you can throw your microaggressions at me. I'm not going to receive them. All right. This program is intended for entertainment purposes only. It is not intended to malign, whether you want it to or not, religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs. These are just my opinions. You're going to be all right. You're grown. And if you're not grown, you shouldn't be watching me anyways. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program. Learn what that means, because if you're trying to find ways around that to send somebody something, you've already fucked up. Grab your libations. We're going to be here for a little while. Not really, about 90 minutes or more. Yeah, wow. Don't post any spoilers in the chat because you're rude. And if you feel uncomfortable viewing this program, that's because you're probably racist. And I thank you. I said probably. I didn't say you were. I said probably. Now, if you take that and you say I said that, then you probably are. I will still keep it going there. And I thank y'all for tuning in today. Listen, I have had one hell of a week. And that's probably why a lot of you are like, why is Matt jumping with this energy? I'm trying to make sure I got myself at portrait mode correct, too, because I got the camera in a different spot today. But like, whatever you got going on over in your world today, in your home, job, whatever is going on, I am going to send you nothing but love, regardless of how I have said anything online or what I feel or whatever. I am just going to say, I'm sending you love, okay? Is going down outside is the best way I can put that. Does that make sense today? Does that really make sense? Real talk? Like, that's the best way to really word it. Is going outside. It's happening outside right now. Not in this room, but outside. So we don't need to be in this room together. We don't need to be in this house. We don't need to be in this home together, fighting each other over a fucking TV show. Real talk. What we need to do is be in the midterms. What we need to do is be in them streets. What we need to do is use our voices here. Okay? Just so we're clear, I haven't put no ice in any of my drinks because fuck that. But like, on some real note, that's the best way I can put it without YouTube getting mad at me. I gotta be playful with those words here because they unfortunately do back that up. But like, let's have a good time today. That's all I'm asking. I don't care for Sminty right now. So if you hearing an opinion about Sminty is gonna hurt your feelings, make you mad, and want to attack me, it is best for you to leave. And I'm gonna follow the same for the Hydra. Okay, because they get on my nerves. So if you're not intelligent enough and mature enough to handle someone's opinion of a television show and what they're talking about on TV, because I'm not bringing up that Reddit stuff that was dropped into my lap on Twitter today. I'm not bringing that up about some N words and words used against Chinese folks, but I'm going to keep it cute there. Did not know that tea. I was like, oh, she used to use that N word often. I'm not even doing it. But someone dropped that little receipt, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, thank you for the context, and I appreciate you for sharing. But like I try to do the best that I can do, I am here just to talk about a TV show. I'm not here to make your feelings valid or help you figure out how you can be a hateful ass slur. Okay, cool. Y'all are like, really? Go to my Twitter. It was 8 years ago. Go to my Twitter. So they could be different, and we're hoping so. And I believe they are. I believe they are. But somebody who was following me and I decided to follow back because I was like, oh, baby, you come with the receipt. Posted. And they've been deleted now because they're no longer up there. You can't backtrack because girls learn they're going to be on TV and they decided to drop those. But yeah, apparently a lot. RICENIG. Yes. All that. So like I was gagged. But I also say, okay, Matt, we got people in our lives that have moved forward and away from that kind of feeling and stuff like that. And so I'm not going to put that on her. However, when you do see things happen in front of you on the television screen that always bring you back to that, it's like, and that's what it is. But hey, well, we'll get there. Remember, I'm too black. They couldn't figure out I was. And then when I started saying that, they were like, I can't follow him no more. Happy Black History Month, Americans, because UK has a different month for that. They do it differently. I think they get more days than us. Ain't that so? Well, no, that's looking in the office now. Anywho, I love y'all. I hope y'all are doing well. No, it's not in a private message, Eve. It's like literally in the thread. Just go to my most recent like post I did about Sminty. Basically, Sminty and Zahira basically like apologizing to Fontana, but like not giving it to Mariah. And then Mariah's like, so what you said, you didn't mean it. No, I meant it for you. But it was like Fontana got a whole fucking speech, which I thought was crazy. Which I'm thinking to myself, yeah, that's nice of you to do, but like include Mariah in that because your initial take was against Mariah. And you were trying to basically like put her down. And then Mariah cacked you because she said something that was true about just because you're skinny doesn't make it couture. And you saw how Sminty immediately tried to blow somebody else up. And you clocked that shit. I couldn't believe it. I was like, girl, so how come Fontana now needs to be brought into this? So you can't handle Mariah. And Mariah got your ass. And she didn't even make fun of you like that. She was like, before you even go there, mind you, it looks like you have remnants of a bin. And I'm like, oh, you gave her a little UK back at her because that's what y'all would call trash. Okay, bet. Gave her a little bit back to it. That had a double meaning to that little FAG pit. That had a little double meaning where I saw that. But then you brought that up with the whole outfit. And I was like, oh. And you saw how quickly, well, since we're doing that, the only reason Fontana looks good because she's got padding. And I'm with Corey on this one. Okay, girl, so get pads. So what are you talking about? You feel entitled to be in the position that you're in. Probably the reason why you wanted to come back to UK versus the world versus doing an all-star season of any kind is because you wanted to guarantee top spot. You were still mad that you got out so early. I like Sminty. I don't like her this season. Maybe something will happen. Maybe things will change. She comes off as an entitled, spoiled little brat right now, and it's bothering me. And Zahira is giving me Muttley to her Dick Dastardly. So that's why I'd be like, I don't know if I care for her right now. Maybe later. Maybe something will happen. You know how this goes. It's TV. Something the whole next day could change. But right now, I'm like, I don't like this energy in just the way she's carrying herself. It's kind of giving me a little bit. You have a whole doppelganger that's literally in the competition with you, the only Naomi. Y'all damn near the same fucking person with who got the longer neck. Is it either a giraffe or a goddamn ostrich? What are we doing today? But like, It's just a little annoying. And I had some little slur online had the nerve to tell me, what, do you just want a best friends race? I said, so you don't know who I am. It's probably because you're young and you don't like older people. I get that. I have been one of the most vocal on this YouTube platform about not having a best fucking friends race. I've been one of the folks telling you I want the girls to get loud and really go at it. The difference is I needed to make sense and I needed to not come from a place of entitlement. That's the difference. I want it to actually be fun. It's not fun watching somebody who clearly thinks they're better than everybody else react the way they reacted, because that's how it's coming off. She thinks she's better than everybody in this fucking room, not because her drag is geesh, but genuinely speaking, thinks she's better. More followers, more this, that, and the other. It's becoming that. That's where my issue with Sminty is today. I don't know this person outside the show. I'm talking about what I'm seeing off of 3 episodes. Outside of it, guess what? That's her business. That's a whole grown-ass man, grown they been, whatever it is. That's their business. So I don't know them outside the show, and I don't want to know them like that. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I actually remember meeting Sminty at DragCon. She's a sweetheart. So again, TV, not TV. I'm talking about what I saw on TV. I'm not talking about what I saw at her home, outside her address. Okay, is that cool? I kind of hate that when people really do try to gaslight you and then conflate the two and then mix it up and be like, no, you're talking about her personally. No, I'm not. Well, this is her drag. Yeah, on a TV show under a scope of a lens that's edited. We're not at the bar on a Thursday, Miss Thing, and we're not sitting in the crown ready to tip this bitch. What do you mean? We're watching a TV show where a 70-something-year-old black man gets to make a decision in a country he's not even from, with Michelle goddamn Visage, Alan all spacing in the teeth car, the Keebler elf that is fucking Graham Norton, and whoever else I do not know that's going to be a guest. Be real. Just like with regular Drag Race, just like with any other Drag Race show. Be real. We don't know these people. I may have gotten to sit backstage with Bob and Saphira a fucking couple weeks ago, and we talking about this, that, and the other, but I'm cool with Bob. I don't know Bob. I'm not besties with Bob. But when I see Bob and Bob see me, we know each other like that, and we cool like that. And hey, Matt, get you for the show. Thank you, friend. We go back to stage, all that kind of stuff. Bob's cool like that. I can actually flex on that kind of shit. But I also know that I'm not so parasocial to where I'm speaking on behalf of someone. And a lot of y'all do that. Not you, Rant Pack. You know who I'm talking about. On behalf of, stop doing that. That's why I like Beyonce so damn much. That lady don't have to respond to nobody. Just make a song. You good? That's it. We can interpret through there. Talking too damn much. Okay. I'm sorry. Let me calm down. Let me calm down. Because I know I got some kids up in here. And when I say kids, it's because I'm about to hit a landmark moment in my life as far as age is concerned, and I'm happy to be there because a lot of people who are in the queer community don't even get to see this age, especially our brothers and sisters in the 80s, which again, this is why I'm fighting against ageism, because a lot of these girls won't even get to see their 30s or their late 20s with how they're fucking acting and think it's cute to die young. It's not. So I'm going to help you out with this and say that I do love you, baby, and I got you. Trust me. My gay son be up in here. Shout out to my baby, okay? But also, like, you got to hear where I'm coming from. I'm going to always give you tough love. I need tough love. I can't have no one go, oh, sometimes I need someone to hit me in the back of the head so I can remind myself, oh, shit. Okay? I've always been hard-headed, procrastinator, if you will, and all the rest of it. But at least I own that. That's what I think we should do too. Sometimes we just jump in a little bit too deep and stuff. We need to just sit the fuck back. But I love Drag Race. I will always love this show. I may not agree with it every time, but I will be there front and center for every damn episode. And that's the truth. Let's get this started, y'all. Okay, off my soapbox. Get off of it. Get off of it. Get off of it. We got some tippy poos here. To be honest with you, consumer, that was ramping up from the first episode when Kate had even mentioned Mariah and Kate, and I think that Sminty never saw it for Mariah because she is older, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. And you may hate me saying that, but there are often times, conversations, said jokes in situations where it is a constant reminder that she is from the logo days and she is older, and it is becoming a little annoying for me to watch that down. Respect this bitch. You wouldn't even have a fucking show without people like Mariah clock into that, since she knows so goddamn much. Hello. Wake it up. Wake it up. Wake it up. Mariah is the one individual in this cast right now where these hoes could actually just shake her fucking hand, because she's a part of the OG seasons, to where we even got a new fucking kind of show in the first place, to go to VH1, to go to MTV. It almost was at Showtime. Thank God it didn't go to Showtime. I think the death of the show would have happened if they went to Showtime. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I think that show would have been dead. But then Paramount Plus and Showtime are together. So I think that that was what they were intending to do. And then they're like, now let's just do Paramount Plus, because it'll just be an open app. It's not directly to Showtime. For those of you who remember the day that they were going to move All Stars to Showtime, make some noise, because we were not happy. I was like, how much am I going to have to pay for a membership just to watch Drag Race? And World of Wonder is like $5. Showtime is not cheap unless you get my Paramount Plus affiliate partner link and click that sucker. You get yourself a free week of Paramount Plus and Showtime on me. I kind of fit that in, didn't I? Hi, I forgot to put this up, and I have Tippy Poo, so I need to put it up because I got some people to show some love to. And in case you're wondering, I am cutting my hair, but we're letting it be free for the next couple of these next 2 weeks. But I've already got my appointment set up. Going back to the short hair, y'all. Well, not too short, but you'll see. We got jobs to go apply for. We have interviews coming up. I got to look as professional as possible. I got to get out of my Cali days of looking. So new changes. But yes, it was for All Stars 5 that Mariah was a part. Then it moved back to V. Isn't that crazy, Tall? Now really think about that. Mariah was there for the logo days. Then Mariah's season, which was All Stars 5. This is when I was in Vegas. When I had to move to Vegas, I was staying with Alexander Rogers. Yep, this is around that time. Because remember, it was COVID. Yeah, and then I went to Houston and I had to go to Vegas because Houston wasn't it for the moment. And then I ended up staying with Alex, and that was when I was reviewing Mariah's season. Isn't that crazy? Oh my God. That is so crazy. That is so crazy. Holy shoes. Damn, I've been doing this for a minute. Actually, my YouTube anniversary is this year. 10 years on this fucking platform, y'all. 10 years. I cannot even believe it. I was like, wait, 2016? That is when I started doing this. Seriously. That is crazy. That's crazy. But I love y'all. Shout out to all y'all. Y'all been with me for some years. Some of you new here, but shout out to my other babies. All right. Yeah. Melinda Verka went home, and I am sad about it, but now, Minty is very happy that Godwin chose her to not be eliminated and to not have to lip sync. But we're going to put a pin in this. All right. Because as cute as this was, I want to get to Ribbit and Toad here. Fontana, because it's almost like she knew. I feel like Fontana already knew, like there was a feeling in the room, and she was like, let me go ahead and ask, because at this point, I feel like these girls are just sitting over here making faces, and the fucking lizard from Sing, and this Toad from fucking some sort of Hobbs and Company production. Oh, girl, please. She either painting her face so... Matthew, focus, because I'm about to start reading for no reason. I got so mad this girl in a skirt and a bra trying to have this conversation. I was like, what are we doing today? But JMCL, thank you so much for the love. Today, in general, thank you, my baby, as well as thank you for this Tippy Poo on Cash App. Hope today is a better one. It is. Well... Yeah, because yesterday was hell on earth and I did not go to sleep until 4 a.m. and I woke up at 9 and was like, all right, let's start doing drag race stuff. So that was my day. But I applied for several jobs. One of the jobs I applied for immediately sent me an email back and were like, hey, can we set up an interview? Yes. So I was like, okay, that's one good thing. And then I got confirmation of a Valentine's date on Saturday. And y'all know I haven't celebrated Valentine's Day in forever. And this is with someone who I've been talking to for a couple months. So yeah, kind of wild. I was like, oh, today is kind of going interestingly. I did pray a lot yesterday, and I was also like just dropping a whole bunch of, I was like, I'm letting this go, I'm letting that go. You know how you do when you're like, let me get my together. So I haven't gotten it yet, but it's cool that I got the interview set up. So I'm really excited about that. That made me feel so much better because it's a job I can do and it's perfect. I'll still be able to do YouTube. The hours are great as well. Oh, I was like, oh, I want this job. So it's like, but then I haven't celebrated Valentine's Day in years. So this will be my first Valentine's Day I've celebrated in a very, very long time. So I'm excited. Take your time when you're finding your loves, okay? we've been talking very slowly. Right, so that's how I tried it. That's why I haven't told y'all who he watches these videos though. So you may be watching now. What's up? But like I said, it was like we're gonna take our time. We're gonna be chill because I'm too old to be playing around in these streets. Okay, we trying to get a house. I got 2 kids, Mamu Chan and Mina Ko. I gotta take care of my little babies. All right, and I need someone to help me with my babies. But no, let me get back to this. Come on, back to the show. So Smitty decides to let them know she's not feeling it. Should have been the top. Zahira thought she should have been the top 2. In the midst of all this and saying what she had to say, she then says that Mariah looks like Liza Minnelli went down a slide at the end of it. That shit wasn't funny. I was trying to figure out why everybody else was laughing. And I was like, what was funny about that? Girl, you were just reaching for shit. You named someone who was older because you look at Mariah's old. You saw this wig on top of that, thought she was really giving something. You then came for her look when Mariah's look is really inspired by ballroom ingenuity. Something you wouldn't know about how the girls had to pull together scraps and what they could and make outfits and this, that, and the other in order to come down the runway and show what they got and to live and breathe that experience. So Mariah's outfit was a little bit more meaningful to me than it may have been for others. And especially because a lot of these people like to appropriate ballroom culture and then take things like clock it. That doesn't mean clock it. This is literally an applause. Okay. Just like that colonization mentality. But it is what it is. So I was a little bit like, what was funny about that? There ain't nothing fucking funny about that. Because then when Mariah was like, well, you look like a fucking trash bin. But she used another word that they say out there that I thought was very appropriate for Sminty. And then had to bring up, well, bitch. Just because you're skinny doesn't make this couture. Thinking that you chewed. Sminty was pissed. You want to know how pissed she was? And you want to know why? Because she went, okay. And then brought somebody else into this. That is how I know that hit Sminty. And she's heard it many times. And she hates it. I know you do. Because how you bring Fontana up in this bitch? I was like, oh, I'm sorry. So you can't handle her anymore. Because she's ready to read. Okay, got it. Okay, bet. So now Fontana, well, since we're saying all that, basically saying, Mariah read me, but she read you too. No, bitch, she was talking to you. And you try to bring Fontana up into it. The only reason Fontana's outfit looks good is because she's padded. Have we lost our grip? Have we really lost it? Okay. So the only reason Fontana's outfit looks good is because she padded. So now with that logic, Sminty, you would look better if you actually padded as a queen. Better yet, Naomi would make more sense. I understand the non-padding and the padding version of it all. The illusion factor, as well as what feels good and what you want to give in presentation. I know, because my first show, I wasn't padded. But I have legs and ass. That's the difference. That's why I didn't have to pad. Because all I had to do was cinch my fucking waist in, baby, and it was ready to go. When you got a plump rump and nice thighs, that's what happens. But when you giving walking stick tease or you giving low key, I need to be, no, it's not going to look right. And that's why you do need to give a little pad. You do need to give a little pad, just a little bit. Shout out to my moderators who are up in this piece right now, who are listening to this live. Please pay attention to the chat. I know we're all trying to consume and be here, but if you see anybody who's giving that bullshit, you know what to do with it, because it's a safe space for all of us, okay? And I thank you again for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, become part of this Rant Pack family. I won't be addressing anybody unless you are part of this Rant Pack in this chat. But my mods, if you see it, drop them. Because we're not playing this shit no more. Not in this day and age. Shout out to Jasmine Crockett. Dane, thank you so much for the super chat. Love you, Maddie. Sminty Sugar Baby Doll. You can kill with kindness. Attitude can control your altitude. Again, she comes off into this entitled brat, and it's annoying me. Like, I like her, but I'm like, ugh, every time you speak, it's very, I'm this. It's just like, okay, all right, girl. Henrik, thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the generous tippy poo on PayPal. Thank you, my baby. I appreciate you so very much. And thank you. Thank you for super chat. Thank you for everything else. I love y'all down. Peace Mateo. Thank you for the super chat. Sminty Gaves. Okay, we're telling our age, friend. Friend, we're telling our age. Wait, why Zorak from Space Coast to Coast? Why Zorak? If it's somebody else, then you're like, Matt, that's not who I was referring to, then I'm telling you my age. You mean Zorak, right? Dun, 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 dun. You know what I'm talking about? What is everybody here? Because I'm reading Zorak. You know what I'm saying? With that voice that he used to do when he was talking to Space Ghost. Oh, you did mean Zorak. Shut the fuck. I used to love that show so much as a kid growing up. It'd come on like 2 a.m. in the morning before Adult Swim was even Adult Swim. And that was the late night show on Cartoon Network with Space Ghost Coast to Coast with these random celebrity interviews that made not a lick of sense. Used to love that shit. Love irreverent humor. But yeah, Fontana was like, girl, what you coming for me for? What's happening here? What's the good goo? That wasn't necessary. And again, this is why I felt a ways about the following day, because it's like, so she got one, but you just attacked Mariah. You were looking for the funny and for the people who like to attack those type of folks, right? Okay, so there you go. That's so interesting. Now Naomi steps in, which is bold. I appreciate Naomi for stepping in, because it's kind of like, what is this girl doing? Like, well, chill, bitch. Like, you come in for Fontana, and you also giving just regular too. Like, yeah, you rooshed this. Okay, cute girl. But like, what are we talking about here? You didn't do nothing that's that big of a deal. Like calm the fuck down. And Sminty, I have to agree with Sminty on this one, though. Because as much as I was like, thank you, Naomi, for like clocking her too, Sminty's like, bitch, you have... Girl, we just saw you give yourself a concussion. I was like, oh. I was like, oh, wait. Well, that is true. Me, like, I agree with Naomi, but Sminty's not mine. I was like, oh, okay, so we got to fight. This is an argument now. Ooh, scandalous. I said, come for somebody your own age. Come for your twin. Yeah, you read the mirrors, Sminty, since low-key, both of you could stand in front of each other and just not be confused. But like, I'm sorry, Naomi was... Patty. Naomi was on it, though. It was giving, why are you now attacking everybody else in the room because you didn't get your way? And then you're acting like I did the best thing possible by not saying anything in Untucked. Now that we're not in Untucked, I can't hold it anymore. Sorry, girls. No. The girls can give many examples of you basically giving fashion and not drag. You felt Mariah wasn't given because you thought it looked a mess. Others felt differently about it, and so did Ru, right? But like, you then coming for Naomi when you low-key dress the fucking same is crazy work to me. Like, this is her lip sync outfit, not her runway outfit. Let's not do that, mama. I thought that was a gag. I was kind of like, now hold on, girl. Like low key, y'all damn near the same aesthetic. No padding, no titties, flat fucking wig. That's that. Wet hair, done. So like, don't come for Naomi like that. Like she's literally just calling you out to be like, this thing. We all got shit. Like, what are you talking about? But this was fun. As much as I was like, fuck Minty, like on the show, not in real life. Like fuck her. I was kind of like, okay, thanks. That was enjoyable. I'm glad Mariah got her cack in. I'm glad Mariah got her cack in. Literally no cinching, no sort of form or physical shape to be given. No bottles are in this room. You understand me? It's just milk cartons. Timu Brooklyn Heights, shut the fuck up. I just find it crazy with somebody who literally is doing the bare minimum, like they say, is then reading other girls who they feel are doing the bare minimum too, but then like, where are we going with this? You know what I mean? It's very that. So I don't know. And the fact that Kate is watching this all go down, and Kate's like, they talking too much. I say, Kate, you got some points for me for this one, because you could clearly see your UK sisters are tripping. It's giving a tad bit entitlement. It's giving a tad bit you trying to make enemies when we don't. We're supposed to be the host nation here. Like, if anything, we're supposed to be setting the tone and the example, and here you are being mean and mad because you didn't get your way. Kate's been doing quite well this season. She's not winning either. We're on episode 2, going into 3 now? You don't see her pissing the pot? And there are new rules in place. It's no longer, and I think that's also affecting some of their attitudes. Uh-oh. I think that's affecting some of their attitudes. There's not a top 2 to lip sync for the win to then send home someone in the bottom anymore. The queens aren't making the decisions. RuPaul's giving one person the choice to save someone from the bottom, and then it's the bottom 2 lip sync. So if you're in the top and you didn't get it, you're just high safe. You're not a winner. And that is gagging. I think that's gagging her. Not Godlin. I think it's gagging Sminty. Because it's like, well, you could at least give me a chance to beat this girl to lip sync and then do what I got to do. That's the rules that they thought they signed up for. You know what? I'm going to say it because, y'all were asking me what do I think about this season so far. I want Godlin to win. I want my Thailand sister, my Thai sister. Shout out to Payajada. I want Godlin to win. I want Mariah to get up in the top 4. I don't even need her to win. If Mariah wins, I'd pee myself. But like, get Godlin up there and get Mariah up there. I live for this crazy bitch. I don't know what it is about her, but it's really like everything about her is hitting my spirit because Godlin it feels different from her season. Who watched Thailand season 3? You know what I'm talking about, right? She feels almost like everything that was on the bull in the ish for that. She's like, I'm not carrying with me. I'm going to do this differently. Coming to avenge Pan John. I know that was real. But I'm liking Mariah's edit because Mariah always got sort of the short end of the stick through those seasons, and a lot of us always wish better for her. And I'm personally enjoying what Mariah is serving and giving, to be very honest with you. And I think she's necessary to be there. Kate, this has been a great reintroduction to Kate Butch. Such a great intro to the Kate that is Butch. I really do like me some Kate. I want Kate to get a W soon. I'm like, I need Kate to get a W. I need Mariah and I need Kate to get a W. I need those 2 in particular, but I also like Fontana a lot. I am going to talk, my Brazilians, do not get mad at me. I'm going to talk about her today. Not in a negative way per se, but there are some things I thought were a little wild that happened where I'm going, we can say passion and then we can say something else, okay? But we're not going to take her down like that. But I'm going to give some critiques to her this week that I thought were a little like, you know who else I like? The Only Naomi. Never saw her season. I don't know. I don't think she's going to win this, but I like her a lot. I like Naomi. And I also liked her perspective on that Snatch Game character and what the reasons were behind them wanting to do it. That made me go, you know what? Okay, Naomi. Okay, I see some depth in there. I see some real intelligence and someone who actually gives about things happening around them. I'm here for that. There's something about that little girl. And then this, Minty. I always like Minty fresh. I'm not happy with what happened this week. But yeah, the majority of this cast has really been growing on me. Really has been growing on me, honestly. So yes, UK versus the world, or any more of these international seasons that want to do this, yeah, devy it up. Devy. No, let's try that again. Put more girls from the international seasons in. Let us be reintroduced to some people, some that we didn't know. This is good. Like, this is good for me. Like, I never thought I'd be like, Team Fontana. Totally Team Fontana. Only Naomi. I wasn't even seeing it for her at the beginning. Now, like, I like her. She's silly. I don't hate Sminty or Zahira. I just don't like them this season so far. I enjoyed Sminty her season and Zahira her season. I just don't like how they're acting right now. Like, we should have been had badges. Who are these girls? I don't like that energy right now. That's bothering me. Minty, oh, my poor baby. Serena Morena. Ooh, we're going to talk. We're going to talk about Serena because Serena's good people. I would love to be her friend. We're going to talk about this show, but... but other than that, you know, I'm here for our Latina sister being up in there. But when she made the change from the original character to Charo, girl, I was like, oh, so you don't want to win. Because she came out in that outfit. I said, sister, that's the outfit you would go wear for your original character. Where's the outfit for Charo? And then we see it for the swimsuit part. I said, that's because you didn't know this is going to be a pageant. I was like, was that explained? Like, what happened here? Because it's giving, we shouldn't have done that. But no, this is the part I just, some people took this as like, you don't like humor and you're not fun, blah, 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 blah. And to them, I say, my foot, your face, you on the ground, stomp, stomp, stomp. Because what are you talking about, right? Fontana's like, let's address what happened the other day because that wasn't cool. Which Sminty made it very clear, as well as Zahira, who was basically being a parrot in this moment. We were just being playful and da-da-da-da, and it was only directed at Fontana. Now, mind you, the read started at Mariah. Then when Mariah read Sminty brought Fontana into it because she couldn't take it. And that's when Naomi came into it, and that's when, you know, she's like, well, I can handle Naomi, I don't all the rest of it, right? So they are sitting there apologizing to Fontana and just saying they're being playful, this, that, and the other. And Mariah's like, well, I mean, the way you were talking about me, and you mentioned the whole Liza thing. No, I meant that. But Fontana got a whole, you're sickening, you look good, you do this, that, and the compliments were there, but not to Mariah. With your 2001 fucking puka shell necklace having ass. Okay. Mariah, you saw it. She giggled and went, okay. And that was the, I see you now. Don't worry, little girl. I think that's the moment Mariah realized what she was dealing with. And was like, that's not a nice one. We're going to have to let her be a little bit to the side. I'm going to take note of how she's been talking to me and low-key be a little bit disrespectful. Sminty being the villain of the season is low-key gagging me. I don't know if she thinks she is or not. I think it's one of those moments of her saying, I'm just going to say how I feel, but she's not really recognizing the tone of how some of it's coming out and where it's coming from, if you will. That's the part that's bothering me. Because again, I like her. It's just some of it doesn't feel like it's necessary. Like I had some little twink get online with me talking about, now you know Mariah's look was a mess. Hold on, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? One. Two, we're not the same. Our tastes are not the same. We don't agree on everything. What do you mean we all know that? We don't all know anything. Are you in another group chat full of pink people where you have this conversation? Because I know where Mariah's look was coming from and the reasons behind it and why she did what she did and why it looked good. So what are we talking about? you really want to go there, Mariah should have been the top this week. Her runway was a mess. The glow bell on that was a mess. Yes. But like, I thought that didn't matter. Now it does. Because last week was a runway challenge. This one wasn't. So, you good? All right, that. I was like, thank you, Angela. That's how I feel. I was like, I don't remember her giving this much. And I don't know if this is very much the internet has blown my head up because, you know, they said I'm literally God's gift to creation or whatever, but it's a little annoying because I like her, but now the fandom's making me dislike her and the way she acting is making it further get bigger for me. It's like, okay. All right, because now these people think it's cute to just, okay, got it. But RuPaul steps in, she lets them know they're doing a Snatch Game, but it's going to be different. It's going to be done like a pageant. So all the pageant girls already know what the tea's going to be given because it's going to be presentation, performance, and then bathing suit, which in reality, it's not. It's going to be presentation, Q&A, and then bathing suit. But for the pageants that I remember being in, or not being in, excuse me, but more so, I had to do someone's presentation. Shout out to Portia Paris. She's amazing. This was many years ago for Miss 2020. But like presentation, and then it goes into, I think they do performance first or talent, and then it goes to Q&A. No. Back that up, Matt. No. Q&A is normally last. Yeah. So presentation, which is the whole, like they come in and do their whole little bit, and then it's like, hello, let me do it as a piece of cake. Hi. I'm contestant number 4, piece of cake from Houston, Texas. I've been doing drag for such and such years. My sponsors are, and I'm here for whoop, 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 and then I walk, and then now the judge then gives the whole, not the judge, but the host presenter is going to be like, piece of cake is and starts reading off a bunch of facts, this, that, and the other. That's for certain pageants. I've been to ones that have been a little bit more hokey, and I've been to the big time girls, okay? I've been to the big time gals. So like, yeah. I do love going to a pageant. I love it, but they take, girl, it's all, you're going to be there all night. And it's like a weekend thing too. So if you don't have plans, like, to be there the whole weekend. I was good for coming to the finals, buying a nice nasty ticket for the finals, sister, and walking up in that bitch like I was here. I know exactly what's going on. No, I don't. Woo-wee. We're going to talk about James Vanderbeek in a second. I do know about that, but it relates to something to where I did lose somebody recently in my life. So that's why I didn't want to get in this conversation right now. So I'd appreciate it if we stayed just a little on topic, just a little bit. I know I'm a little off, but I'm still a little on with the drag, but I don't want to start crying right now. I'd love to keep this going as far as possible. And at the end of the episode, I want to give my thoughts on what happened with James Vanderbeek. It is because I have lost someone very close to me a few days ago. So I'm trying my best right now. So if y'all could just respect that jazz a little bit in live chat, I appreciate it. Because I see it, we were no longer on Drag Race. So let's keep it there. Now, I'm with Mariah and Kate on this moment. And it's Mariah talking to the most sensible one of them all, which is currently Kate at this time. Like, hey, okay, let's talk about your sisters real quick because I don't really appreciate all that. And even Kate's like, I wasn't down for it either. I mean, I'm going to let them do what they want to do, bitch, but I'm not a part of that bullshit. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I thought to myself, all right, Kate, here we go. And mind you, at the beginning of this episode, what were they talking about? They said, Kate, it was Naomi and I think Fontana was over there. It was like, Kate, you need to come over here to the international side. Kate might need to. She might need to play 2 teams where she got her girls that she like holds together with from the UK. But if they start to act up, she already knows she's not going to be packed in with them when the other girls have to make decisions. And it's like you were just sitting over there talking about Mariah not giving, and then she was in the top this past week. You know what I'm saying? So you were already playing the game like you were better than somebody, but Kate wasn't thinking that. This is why, again, I don't like that other girl. But this Snatch Game is kind of important to all of them in reality because I don't think anybody here has won Snatch Game. Nobody there had won Snatch Game. Nope. Mariah most certainly didn't. I don't think Kate won hers either. Godlin didn't win. Zahara, I don't remember them for Snatch Game at all. Minty wasn't good. Naomi wasn't there long enough to do it. Yeah, no one. Is that the first time we've been to a Versus the World or an All Stars where there hasn't been one person in the room? I'm trying to remind myself because it's been a lot of Drag Race. There's normally like one person in the room that did like really. I'm really trying to think about it. I think so too. If y'all want to do some like homework and do your looky loos, go see. I think this might be the first time there has not been one winner in an All Stars group. Oh, for Snatch Game. Oh, Melinda won. Oh. So maybe Melinda leaving helped. Maybe Melinda leaving helped Godlin get that second dub. Oh. Maybe. Let's just say maybe. RuPaul does these walkthroughs with everybody. I'm only going to talk about the ones that were really pow pow. Thank you. Now, I knew Minty would be in trouble being a unicorn. She's already too very soft spoken and very reserved. I was like, you're going to be a unicorn. All right. Serena made a mistake. I'm going to be somebody that RuPaul doesn't know, but then I'm going to make myself into somebody that RuPaul does know. That's not how that works. Unless you know how to be Charo to the Charo T. No, ma'am. And you was not given the hoochie coochie as much as you might have wanted to. I feel so bad for Serena because it was the fact that RuPaul was like, isn't she from Spain? While she was wearing traditional Mexican garb, I was like, oh my God, y'all, this is not good for Serena. I was like, no. Okay, we'll get to it. I couldn't believe it. RuPaul, like, isn't she from Spain? I was like, ooh. I said, well, hold on now. If we're going to talk about Mexico, we're going to talk about Spain, can we talk about colonization? Ru. I was like, before you do that, me as a Texan who knows Mexican history because we had to learn some of it in school, and I'm going over here like, hold on now, like, I know she's from Spain or whatever, but there was colonization. The Spaniards came over there. They was trying to take over the Mexican land. So don't you do that, Ru. Hold on now. I was weak. But I was like, okay, this is interesting. Kate doing Humpty Dumpty. Let's call it. Let's talk about it. I kind of like how Binge Queens discussed it. I am a low key with Plain on this one. Shout out to Plain. Shout out to Gory. I don't like it when they do made up characters anymore either. I think it is a cop out. I think it's an easy way to go. I think it's too especially if you okay, let me reword this a little bit better. You can do it, but you have to be like on. Like seeing someone be safe for playing a nursery rhyme character or someone part of like a fable or a story or something fictional like that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. While someone else really went hard on an actual celebrity impersonation from a real life human being, an entity that is real, and they're having to now convey this person and character on the screen. It's really there. And I'm going to be real with you. Sminty's Big Bad Wolf didn't do shit, but show that she can actually wear pads. Also, the gay, I don't know if I can say his name on here because of YouTube, but like Hitler's brother bit, I'm not gonna lie to you, I also was like, like as cool as it was for the reasons why you're doing it and basically mocking the hatefulness of whatever that time was and this, that, and the other, and I completely understand that and I get it. I was kind of like, But Mariah was old for this episode because Jack A was good. The one thing she didn't say was, oh. The one thing she didn't say was, oh, baby. Yeah. Oh, baby. Oh, why we going out? Like, bitch, Jackie is one of my characters I would think about playing. That's why I thought that was funny. Because I was like, damn, she did Jack and Harry. So I definitely have to do Jasmine Guy, Maya Rudolph. I was like, definitely have to do. I can't do that now because then they gonna be compared it to Mariah's. But she didn't do. Oh, no, baby. Like this the way that Jackie does her voice in 227 with oh back here, and she's got this little high voice, and the way she's that when she's tired. Oh, you know what I mean? But no, Jasmine Guy is still my top choice, and specifically. Jasmine Guy as Whitley Gilbert is what I would want to do. Like you saw how Mariah did Jack and Harry from 227. I would do Jasmine Guy from a different world is how I do Jasmine Guy. Also, shout out to Jasmine Guy. She was on a Super Bowl commercial and I screamed. I was like, oh my God, Jasmine. I was such a big fan of hers when I watched that show. Dwayne, you gotta get that at the end of it, Dwayne. Oh my gosh, I have been watching so many videos of her lately trying to get that character prepared. And then Bleeker wants me to do Carol Channing. I could do a good Carol, but Bob did Carol, so I would always be afraid to do Carol Channing. But I do a pretty good Carol. I did like this though. I like these little walkthroughs and RuPaul like playing with them. You know, RuPaul was playing Mariah. You know, you did Joan Crawford. You know it was bad, right? Raspberries. I'd be like, Ru. You know, Ru, a lot of people didn't know I'm half black. They're so confused. I thought, could she my eye? No, there's a couple. There's Carol Channing. There's that one. I would have done Big Ange, but Pearl kind of made that iconic. I would never want to pick that up, but I'd love to do. I also wanted to do from The Nanny. I wanted to do Fran Fine's grandmother Yetta, but I'm not Jewish, so I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. That's disrespectful. But I know I could do a damn good Yetta. I could also do her mother very well because I used to like breathe in that show. There's a couple of characters, a lot of New Yorkers. I also was thinking of doing like an older man, but I haven't figured that out yet because I'm still trying to get that voice down. But yeah, there's a couple of things there. But I love Snatch Game. I love celebrity impersonations and people doing improv. This has always kind of been my big bit. I'm not gonna do Big Frida. I'm too light for Frida. I'd be Messy Maya before I do Frida, but people wouldn't know who Messy Maya is unless you were like in New Orleans or you was raised around it and you know Messy Maya down. Obama, I'd have to get my if I did Obama, it'd have to be something I worked on a little bit more. You hear me, Eve? Just want to make sure that my words would come together. If you will, and make sure that, you know, we as people do the right thing. And that's the most I can do for Obama is that, you know, so good to be here. Be a part of this. you got to do that with Obama. You got to take his words and go, then we're still connected. The sentence has not stopped in. That's Obama. Gotta love him, but that man talks and his sentences stay forever connected. He'd be like, oh. Okay, sorry. Let's continue. Because y'all are just trying to make me pull out impersonations right now and just try my best. Godlin saying Cardi B. I was nervous. I was like, oh, why are you going to do Cardi? And then she's talking like this in a vocal fry. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, Godwin, is that how? She's like, no, I'm not gonna do it. RuPaul lost it. I was like, what is happening? She loves this lady is silly in front of her. And RuPaul loves a little silly Billy. So like she was very much here for it now, okay? But I still was concerned. Now, again, shout out to Naomi for explaining herself, and also Kate. I don't know if this was prompted or if it was just a really good moment to do this, because it was a great explanation as to why she wanted to like make fun of basically as their gay brother and what it means to them as a German in Germany right now. I had no idea that there were certain laws that are being put in place now where there's situations where our LGBTQIA plus brothers and sisters in Germany are facing threats right now. And I want to send my love to all of y'all out there, especially in the community. America's in the same sort of boat right now based off of the agendas put in place. It's almost like when everything got progressive and everything was getting better, that group was just sitting there waiting on it. Like, and we're just going to take it away and make it the most horrible and then gaslight them all and then make it seem like they're the people that are evil and we're the ones that were doing all the work, but we'll justify it. Like, have y'all heard that voice? This guy set up like a fake phone number for IC, finish the rest of it or whatever. And a school teacher called in about one of her students' parents and just said they don't look like they're from here. Like, people like them don't live in this neighborhood. I kid you not. She called a fake number that was set up on purpose to get people like that. A school teacher. Okay. She's like, I looked them up myself. I couldn't believe the shit I was hearing. She's like, they said El Salvador and Honduras. That's not America. I was like, what? And then when they're like, well, we'll make a report of it and see what's up, and called her back to say, oh, well, they're good to go. Her energy was so disappointed, and the guy was being kind of sarcastic, and she was so mad. She's like, you're trying to make me come off like a bad person. What? Yes, because you are. I'm telling you. I hope that teacher was exposed and lost a job. On a real note, I would be scared to send my kids to a school like that with a woman like that wants to believe she's doing something so good, like ripping a child from its face. That's crazy. And then making those parents go through hell while they're trying to live as citizens of this guy. That's crazy. Sorry. I'm so sorry. We're supposed to be talking about Drag Race. But this kind of relates a little bit to what Naomi's talking about with rights and in general, and with people who are trying to like act like you're terrible and doing all this. But like, I send my love to all of you. It doesn't matter if you're in America, if you're across the globe, Africa, continent, wherever you're at. We got work to do. We got so much work to do. And we got so many people fighting against that work. And they think we're trying to take things away from them, and we're not. We're just trying to exist. Just be. And that's scary. Let people be and exist. And share the files. Stop protecting those people. And stop using us in your agendas. Yeah. Yeah. That really sucks. Like, come on now. Like, leave our trans brothers alone. We know what you're doing. Stop that. Pam. Hello, peace. It was in my brain. Like, we know what you're doing, Pam. We know what you're doing. But listen, my love to Naomi here. I think this is cool. It is a risk, but I understand the reasons why they're doing it, but forever and always. Okay. Oh, baby, Pussycat Dolls. I know you want me. I may be the only gay that does not have a Pussycat Doll stand card in my pocket. And the only reason I don't like the Pussycat Dolls has nothing to do with these women. Has nothing to do with anybody in the group outside of Nicole. Never liked her. Glad to know tea about her now that makes me know why I shouldn't like her. But like, something about her bothered me with the other girls. And I was like, I don't know if I like this. There's 17 bitches in this group. What are we doing here? Who is actually singing? And I'll never forget that award show when Melody came out there and saying, "Solve that shit live." Never forget it. And how Nicole was at, oh, never forget it. Never forget it. So yeah. Girl, they're saying Nicole. I said Nicole. They're saying Nicole is a rhymes with ironist, but we'll continue. But shout out to these ladies. I was like, oh, that's so cool. Let's talk about the characters. Kate Butch as Humpty Dumpty. Okay. Positives. The bodysuit as a brick is kind of fucking hilarious for Humpty Dumpty sitting on a brick wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great big fall. Like, I'm sorry. Something about the head as a Muppet fan and a puppet fan and seeing the hello, like that little bit to me is giving me very like late 90s, early 2000s Nickelodeon tees, and I kind of liked it. The bodysuit is so fucking dumb, but it works so well because if you look at the bodysuit and then just go up without looking at anything else, is dead ass Humpty Dumpty sitting on a random wall. That too, Eric. That too. Is it? And that's one of the things I get scared of when people talk about that stuff. That stuff's scary. Like, ooh, no, bitch, you're gonna need those, okay? But I thought Humpty Dumpty was decent. Some of her jokes landed very well, and then some were like run-ons, if not. Like, for example, the Q&A, it was like Kate had the joke, and then she was starting to lose the joke, and then she started going on and rambling a little bit, and then we lost the joke completely. So sometimes she was really on it, and other times it was just a bit off. Just a tad. I just realized the screen was blocking my face in portrait mode. But yeah, I thought Kate did the other. She was fine. Oh, maybe. I'm sorry. Mariah ate his jacket. What was it that she said, y'all? I think it was, I forget, the didn't sell. And I was like, wait, isn't that from a show? It was like a good reference too. And I was kind of gagged she said it. But I thought she did good as Jackie. She was one of the better people for Snatch Game. RuPaul was cacking every single time. And I honestly think, even if Mariah didn't win this week, I did want her to be in the top so Ru could give her her flowers from coming from a Joan Crawford Snatch Game that was so bad to then doing something that was way more in the wheelhouse that made so much more sense, and it really fit her to do it because, like RuPaul said, oh, Mariah, you ain't gotta do too much, just be yourself, but throw a little isms in there. It's like, yes. But she did that. I was happy that Mariah did good. I was really happy, especially for Jackie. For Jackie, needed to do good because we want to see Jackie be played more often. I didn't know who Jessica Alvis was. I remember the Ken doll. I didn't know that they transitioned into whatever this is supposed to be. And Zahira doing this was interesting. This wasn't funny at all. She should be so lucky to have been safe this week. And I'm going to leave it at that. Because this wasn't funny at all. I was like, what is this? Girl, you, no shade. You look like a burn victim who got a wrong skin graft. And please don't make fun of people who are burn victims. That's fucked up. But like, I kept looking at this and I was like, who was I'm sorry, did I just watch Nope? Were you in that scene when the chimpanzee was beating the fuck out them people and ripped off that girl's face? I just assumed you was about to go get taken to the yonder there. I was like, is Jean Jacket gonna suck her up in 5 minutes? What is happening? This looks crazy. It looks crazy. But the whole performance was just like, to me. I was like, this is lazy, low. Them feet don't fit in them shoes. Oh, Fontana, I love you. No. Carmen Miranda is more than the fruit on top of her head. And I know you know that. And I think you just got nervous and you allowed whatever was I'm just going to say some stuff to happen. And I hated that for you because you look really good as Carmen, but no Carmen. Peace. Y'all sure as the higher up wasn't Vicky Gunvalson? It's a Housewives of Beverly Hills reference. Well, she certainly wasn't Jill Zarin. Certainly wasn't Jill Zarin. Imagine you begging to get back on television for the last decade for your dumbass to make some racist ass rant on Instagram and go, I don't care if I lose followers, to then lose the job that y'all have been begging to have, that Bravo wouldn't even put you on the motherfucking network for. You had to go find somewhere else to do it for your New York City legacy season. Chop. Shout out to all the other ladies that are going to be on there because you probably just literally missed a whole missile that would have ruined y'all's shit, because I guarantee you y'all would have had one good season. Jill would have been feeling her shit, started talking that shit, and would have been canceled immediately. You probably saved yourself. Didn't even know it. Ramona should be next, because you know Ramona is just as racist, but we'll be quiet. And you saw how Bethany Frankel had posted something just as racist, then retracted it, and then posted a new video acting like she never said nothing. I said, oh, y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. But no, Carmen Miranda. But remember, Tall, cancel culture doesn't exist anymore. It's coming back. Woke is coming back. Woke is coming back. Cancel culture is coming back. Make some noise, everybody. It's coming back. No, I can't. Woo wee. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you. What did she say? It was something about you be fruity and I'll be juicy. And that's the best kind. And I thought she ain't gonna say nothing else about fruit for the rest of this. Oh, she did. She really did. You kind of gagged me. I was like, oh. Diatasia, thank you so much for the love on Cash App. I appreciate the tippy poo, my baby. Thank you. Hope you're having a good day. I love her, but Okay, Sminty is the big bad wolf. I've already had my little talk about how I feel this character is lazy and we need to stop doing this. However, her padding was so good. I was like, I wonder if she decided to ever do pads and go for that like full on shape. Like if that really would take her there, right? Or is it because she's a wolf and she was like, it's gonna make me look too masculine, I'm just gonna go ahead and shape this up. Either way, I thought her performance was okay. I thought the jokes were landing. I kind of wish she did a different take on it. I'm actually super happy she didn't become a gay wolf. I was like, thank God. Thank God. She's not like, hi, I'm the gay big bad. Thank you, Jesus. She did, my name's Chelsea. I was like, okay. She's giving me this little dummy kind of girl who's like a big bad wolf. And oh my gosh, I blew their house down. I didn't want to, but like, it's made of sticks. So the jokes were landing. And some of them weren't really hitting as hard as I would like to believe they really weren't. Because some of that voice was losing it just a tad bit a couple times. I was like, I don't know if she can speak that high for that long. But it was still a decent, great performance. Also, Sminty never got to do Snatch Game, so it's nice to know after they left home on an improv challenge that it is possible for them to do a improv challenge. The same thing applies to Mariah, where it's like people who didn't do well, when they come back, this is what I want to see. Like, you didn't do well Snatch Game or something about this, right? But when you got the opportunity again, you said, no, bitch, it will not be me. They're not going to get me this time. That's why I was giving Sminty some love. Because I was like, you know what, bitch, you did that. You did that. And that's the idea of an all-stars. You come back and you do better in the shit you didn't do good in before. Minty did not get that memo, and I am sad for my Minty Fresh because, ooh, this was bad. This was bad. This had no point of view. There was nothing outside of I am a unicorn. You can ride me. RuPaul gave them a giant volleyball, a huge watermelon flying in the air at them. Do you prefer a side saddle or, and I'll take it any side? I was like, oh God, no, baby. No, baby. No, we could have went very far with this bit, if you will. As a unicorn, she could have gone so far with it. There could have been magical conversations. Hell, I'd have been like, I'm still trying to sue Lisa Frank for using my likeness. A serious unicorn, like literally in a suit. I mean business. Damn it. Like, and all of a sudden she's like, oh, I farted. It's a cupcake. Fuck, I'm a unicorn. Like that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like make it real. Like I'm trying to be serious, but I'm super silly. And I hate that about myself. It reminds me of this Smiling Friends episode where that one guy was shaped ridiculous and he wanted people to take him seriously, but his name was like Silly Bonilly something. But it was like, how can people take you seriously, baby, when you are literally the full embodiment of foolishness? And then you had to learn to like, oh God, now I'm bringing that up. Let me stop talking about that show. I love Smiling Friends, by the way. It's one of my favorite cartoons on Adult Swim right now. But she could have gone there. I don't think she had it either, Eric, but she could have gone there. But for me, this would have been my time to take my jobs at Lisa Frank as a unicorn. It would have been my time. These bitches. Do you know someone named Frank? How about Lisa? They owe me money. Got me on folders and binders and shit. I never asked her to use my likeness in any kind of way. Like we would have gone there. Yeah, RuPaul was like, oh God, what am I doing here? Speaking of which, I need to do laundry after this video. This isn't Cardi B. This is Godland being Godland dressed as a form or a version of Cardi B. Okay? That's all this is. But I hollered. RuPaul gave that lady a joke about WAP, wet ass puss. And I was not prepared for how much I laughed at that. You take your dry ass feet and you put it in the wet ass. I'm so sorry. That elicited a holler out of me. I was like, wait a minute. Because that's fucking funny. Like, that was funny. Oh my God. Can you imagine if someone was a Chester Cheeto? Can they do, I don't know if that would be like copyright infringement situation ship. Rue said something about being the bucket to Fontana as like the actual Snatch Game character. And then for me, like how she came out in her bathing suit, like what if I was the shoe? Or I'm Naomi Campbell's cell phone. That's a great, see how that's not real, but it's real because it's referential to that time and you can play with that and all this such. Like you could literally throw yourself at somebody in Snatch Game. Be a Nokia 3360. Oh my God, that movie is so funny. Okay, no. Let's not. But no, Gauntlet did good. At least something like that. Serena. It's once you saw this outfit, it was like, nah, son, this ain't Charo. You're your character that you wanted to be originally, but this ain't Charo. Hoochie coochie tight dress, the hair, yeah, makeup, but that I was like, it's like, that's not the chart. Look at them sandals. Walking all my life, things I put into perspective. Like, nah. Gear heart each. This was silly. I didn't think this was a top placement. Come on, tamales lady. Ooh, now hold on. The one she. Let's talk about it because you know I'm in H-Town, so we know all about that shit. But in LA, they used to have them like nothing. Like there was a fruit person on the right corner, there was a tamale lady on the left, beach, and then there was still that gyro stand. If you go down 2 blocks, there is a tamale lady that is in my neighborhood. There's also an elotes dude in my neighborhood. Elotes, yes, the corn with the mayonnaise and the little chicharron and sacharons on that. Oh my god, bitch! I be every time I go. That line, every time I go. I used to hate elotes, like the Spanish corn that they have with the. I used to hate that shit. Love it now. Love it. So good. You got to squeeze some lime on it. It'll take you where you need to go. That's what you got. Put that lime on there. Take you where you need to go. Yeah, this was safe. It was fun though, and it was very risky to do. And I appreciate the message, right? But I just was kind of like, this is just you flirting with RuPaul with some unkept pubic hair, and it's driving me nuts. Can you imagine someone doing Luscious Massacre, Eve? That would be so great. I'm not even gonna lie. I kind of want Luscious just to be on there as a guest, if we're gonna be honest with you. Luscious should be one of the people for Snatch Game. You know, as they have, like the celebrity guests that they have there, they should have Luscious Massacre there. And then me. I'm just kidding. But Luscious would be so good. Like that would be such a fun baby, the doll. You like, hold on, the bricks, the trade out here. See, I love Luscious because when she's talking about trade, I know she's talking about it correctly. I know the people who are listening to her, some of them do not know what she's talking about and just like, oh, that word sounds fun. She means attractive man. It does not mean that. It means a little bit way more than that. But yes, have her there while someone's portraying her would be so fucking funny. It would be. And she has a little Jessica Simpson purse. Please. I need her to have the Jessica Simpson purse on it. Everything. I would lose my grip. Love her so much. Shout out to my Texas sisters out here. Oh, and Terry Joe. Yeah, Luscious and Terry Joe sitting right there would actually be a key. Q&A was cute. The majority of them weren't able to answer their questions right. It was really Jackie, the big bad wolf, and Cardi that kind of held it for me when the Q&A came up. But let's talk about the bathing suits. Kate gets a pass for sure because this is silly and adorable. This definitely gives Jackie back in the 80s tease. So I actually was with it. I was like, yeah, this is very that. So you're telling me, sister, what happened? Okay, I have questions. Because this is Charo. This is Charo. Not that white woman's titty bib with this very bronze face, but like this is Charo, right? This is in the bathing suit category. Are you sure? So Serena took a risk. She was not prepared to do Charo, but she had the wig and she had the dress, but she didn't have a bathing suit ready to go. So she said, I'm just going to wear the outfit I was going to wear for the original costume on top of this and then do it. And then I'm going to come out in the bathing suit in the actual Charo outfit. That's what happened. Isn't it good, Alden? It was the lime juice. I had it without it and was like, this is disgusting. Once someone squeezed some lime juice in there, and I have to eat my tacos like that now too. I need a little lime or lemon, honey. I cannot have no taco, especially a street taco with some cilantro and some motherfucking onions. I don't even like onions. I'll eat it in a taco with some cilantro and some quickly. I couldn't believe she did this. I'm not even gonna bullshit you. I was like, this is why she won. This lady painted a knot on her forehead. It's the USA bathing suit for me. Like this, like y'all see the American flag bathing suit top. I'm sorry, I am hollering. Kyla was ready. Fuck Nikki, but oh my god. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe it. David, how are you? Welcome to the chat, friend. Nice to see you. I liked what Sminty did with their bathing suit and the fact they had to have a fan because there was too much hair and they were hot down there. That was really cute. I was like, okay, this is cute. Also, she wore heels in this little bear outfit. Wolf looks like a bear. Bear, yep, looks like a bear. Wolf, but looking like a bear outfit. Yep. And wore heels. Darlene. I'm sorry. Darlene's like, I'm a cow. Flat. No. Sminty said, and wolf pump. So I definitely gave Sminty points for that because baby girl had a pump on. I said, I know that's right. Thank you. Eve, that would have been fire if she wore pigskin for the swim. That would have been sickening. Even if it didn't look like it, if it was explained that way, oh, I would have passed out. She may have won the episode if that happened. Not even gonna lie to you. Because I wouldn't have been able to deny that at all. That would have been a great fucking joke. This bathing suit is made from the pigs whose houses was made of straw and sticks. Still looking for that brick one. That would have been so funny. Oh my goodness. I like the bathing suit. For Fontana, I'm like not giving this much. Hated this. Ew. This man is fine. Okay. He's like one of my favorite pick crew members. Like I'm always the happiest to see UK because I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm so glad he saw the payroll. Whoa! So listen, the winner is Black History Month. The winner is Black History Month. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. I appreciate you for being here. If you don't hit that like button, you don't love yourself. And if you hit the thumbs up button, then I would ask for you to seek help. And I thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to drop a little love in my jar, please and thank you. It's PayPal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $, MN24, and Venmo Matty-Rants. Shout out to everybody who's tipped today, as well as those of you who've been active and live in this conversation. And the super chats, I appreciate it. Oh. Them leaving this in even with Tyra's lawsuit is a chuckle. Listen, if you like New Jack City over here, I'm with it, okay? Hey, I've seen Crooklyn. I understand it. Beloved right there. What are we going to do? I mean, what are we going to do here? I mean, we're talking about Suge Avery, okay? We're talking about Mista, right? You know, this African-American man has been through so much. If he don't put Raven on the show just to give that girl a crown so we can stop talking about this, I don't know what to tell you. It's not like you haven't given it to others. Anywho. Raven, you told Juju B to beat me. All my life I had to fight. Lord knows I love Juju B. But I'll kill him dead before you put him on display. I was watching The Color Purple the other day. Also, shout out to Cinepals. I just got into their channel. I can do them for reactions when it comes to movies. I don't feel any pretentiousness with them. I do love their reactions. And I saw Precious and their Color Purple one, girl. They did soul food too, bitch. I was like, white folks watching black movies and getting emotional is something I never thought I needed to see in my life, but I love it because I'm like, yes, these are the recipes. These are our stories. This is the shit that me, Dooley, and everybody else be talking about, like it's literally our lives, bitch. Yes, jump into that because this is what we grew up on, and I love it. I actually was enjoying a lot of their reactions to it. They had the right reactions to Color Purple because they did the Color Purple one recently. I was like crying with them about every fucking scene. I'm like, yes, yes, like that's right. Oh, okay. But yeah, Raven, I guess won. Whatever. I didn't like the musical for The Color Purple. I'm gonna be real with you. I wish I never saw it, to be very honest with you. The original, the classic movie is always gonna be the best. If the musical to me is for people who enjoy that kind of stuff specifically, and it felt more of a cash grab than more of a musical bit because it was like the popular off. I'm just gonna be real with you. I like low-key hated it. I low-key hated it. This man, a whole song about him chasing down this underage girl. I'm good. I was like, I think I'm fine. I was like, I don't know about that one. That's not me. I'll take the classic movie. Give me a little lesbian energy in there. There was delusion in the room, but I mean, it's drag, so pop. RuPaul, I actually love this little dress. Love this little dress. Love this pink hair. This one eye will never be this eye for the rest of the night. This eyebrow, neither. But like, I kept noticing this the entire time I was doing my little edit today. I said either the lash is glued to the point it's bothering her, or it's heavy on that eye and that eye is just a little bit weaker. Someone with an astigmatism, I understand that. It's this one for me. Yeah, it's this one. So I'm over here looking at this one be open in charge, and this one's a little bit more, ready for the night, if you will. And I was like, am I tripping? Do I need to get another picture? No. But Michelle and Green is starting to concern me. I think the world is coming to an end soon. Alan Carr will still be the funniest of the guest judges or the rotating judges when it comes to the UK. Can I say, I don't know you, girl. I don't know your group like that because I'm a real American when it comes to, I'm not trying to go over there and figure it out. But I do know a lot about you. From when they were saying you was black, was it her or the other one? They were like, she blackfishing. But I do want to talk about this with Jade. I don't know if it's true or if it's some gossip in the UK right now, but something about her having twins. And then she was in a relationship with this guy. And he's like, I don't want to deal with all that, and kind of left her. It's the other one. That's a different one. They're not the same person. Are they sisters? They're related, right? Huh? She's the good one. Greek, I'm sorry. That almost passed out. Is there something wrong with everybody else in the room? Oh, Jesse. Yeah. Okay. Now I remember. The wide one. Okay. Is Jade the one that's dealing with the stuff with the man? Because I saw that and I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Am I wrong? I get random news from the UK. But didn't she have twins or something? Just the most famous version of the age bracket. Kind of looks the same. Who is that Jessie too? Was she the one that had the babies that are I forget if they're autistic or not, or whatever, and then the husband or something like that. I saw something about that with somebody in the group. And I was like, what? She had there we go. Thank you. I was like, please someone give me context. It's still the blackfishing one. Oh, okay. So I do care less. I care less. But as a person who does see empathy in things for Jesse, I think what's happening is kind of fucked up. Oh, work. Okay. Short life and her baby daddy left her after. That's fucked up. Yeah, I was reading that. I still say fuck her blackfishing ass, but like I could have enough empathy there to be like, now that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Like, can you imagine? And then she had them babies. Like, I need y'all to hear me out with women who deal with postpartum. That's not cool. That's not cool. Men, step up. Like you want to be a daddy so damn bad. You take the child that you were given, that God gave you, since you so fucking a Christian. Excuse me. Sorry, even though I don't like her ass because of that shit, I still got to be empathy and all that. That's not okay. Where's my disclaimer? Right here, girl. Yeah, I have a thing about that. I have sisters too, and I know they both dealt with it. So like I have seen the effects of what postpartum can do to women after giving birth, and just a lot going on, some serious stuff. So like I don't fuck with that kind of shit like at all. Like she just gave birth. You let her heal, honey, and it's not going to be like 3 weeks. You let her take her time getting her shit together. That's how that works. Healing is not instant. It takes time, regardless of whatever has happened. It's going to take someone time. But shout out to Jade. No, I like Jade. I wasn't hating on her. I just thought I didn't know which of the witches they were. And no shade. I thought Jade and Jesse were twins or sisters or related in some kind of capacity. That lets you know how much I know about these people. But she's pretty and I liked her. And she seemed very concerned when Fontana slammed her head on the floor. I was concerned. But no, bring Jade back because she was good and I liked her commentary. She also wasn't trying to agree with the judges on everything, and I like that when the guests do that. It's like I like this specifically because not me repeating what Rue or Michelle said. I love when they do that. Let's get into the looks. 1, everything. 2, it's okay. 3, it's a chop. 4, burn in hell. And 0, if it's your favorite of the night. Minty fresh. And capes is the category. I want to say not everybody really did a cape. Some people did like fabric in the wind, if I'm going to be honest with you, versus cape or cape-esque. But I still liked a lot that was being given, if that makes any sense. Like I actually liked the majority, except for Simon's, of everybody's outfits that came down the stage. Is that accurate? Yes. I just wished a little bit different. Minty fresh. I lived. I was like, Minty. I love the makeup. I love the fabric choice. I love how it moves. I love how clean and just so pretty she looks. I love it. Sminty's best look of the season. Sminty's best look of the season. Reminded me a little bit of last week, not gonna lie, because I was like, you do love you a little tool, honey. A little bit of that, a little rushing of this. But this is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. I did not get cape. I didn't care. It's supposed to be the cape as she's coming down the stairs to be like, who is it? But I didn't see that. And I don't care because it still looks fucking fire. It's still so puss. It is. It's so puss. It's so puss. So puss. Yeah, I was getting more veil than cape And it is because of the fabric choice specifically. So I'm not going to say that, their intentions weren't there and they just said, we're going to work with it. It's more so because they wanted to have this sort of tulle chiffon moment, like going throughout the entire bit of it and it connecting, which is so fucking cool. It just doesn't take me into the cape level, but I don't care. I still think this is fire. I also like that the hair, it is flat, but it worked perfectly. Her makeup was really, really good. Presentation was it. It's not a cape, but it was puss, honey. It was puss. So I gotta give her coops on that. I was like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Chop. Soraya Marina. Nope. Nope. I like Serena a lot. No. It's white on top of beige. No, baby. Something about the ribs being on the outside and they looking like little cotton balls that you played with in the bathroom on top of this like beige corset moment in the random fabric in the front. And there's not really a cape to really drape in the back. Chop. I enjoyed the makeup I enjoyed the makeup. But this gave me, this part here. I liked it. I don't care. Girl, I'm sorry. I know the references Mariah was giving, so I think my millennial ass is being a bit biased here, and I will receive that, and you can judge me on it. I don't give a fuck. I like this. I don't like this, but I liked everything else about it. I liked it because it is the Grace Jones parachute cape shoot reference. It is in Vogue Free Your Mind. And when she said Vanity 6, I was sold. And I understand the shower cap bit because it does give that, but that's the idea of the parachute cape. So that's why I was like, I liked it and I was here for it. I still think she deserved a top position this week. Hate this so much, but everything else I'm here for. Like, I knew the references. That's what I'm saying. I was like, I know exactly what she's talking about with this hair, with this look, and all that. I know exactly what she's talking about. Nasty girl. Video vixen in the late 80s, early 90s tees, down. And the wrestling belt, that's why I was like, I'm getting a little glow reference. And I still think that's one of the shows that Netflix really fucked up on. Even though like third season was a little wild, like it still was great. I love that show so much. It's still one of my biggest angry moments at Netflix for getting rid of a really good show. Like, God, that show was so good. Allison Brie was so good on that show. I miss Clone. Kate, this is the third week you've worn something super cute. I am so happy you are continuing this trend. This is my favorite trend alert with Kate right now. Every one-way you have worn this season is better than anything you've worn your entirety of your season for Drag Race when you were on Drag Race UK. And I'm not trying to be mean. It is the absolute truth. You have not missed once. Even if it's okay, it still leaps and bounds better than everything you wore on your season. Mug is great, ain't it? I'm like, come on, girl. And she made it. Come on, Angela. Yes. I was like, Yeah, I don't like the stocking color either. It throws off of her tone a tad bit, but it does go a bit with the dress, so I'm going to forgive it. But I'm not trying to be too much of a stickler here because I'm just happy. I'm happy. I was like, I'm happy with what Kate presented. Go off, Kate. Thought you looked a little cutie patoots too. I was like, come on now. We know the Sherlock Holmes reference. Spectacles, Stephanie. Spectacle. We need specs. We need those small little specs, or the ones that are like circles, but you know how the back it like hooks. You know the ones I'm talking about, where when you open them up, it's almost like a folding chair. It's like we need something like that. That would be really cute. But yeah. So let's talk about the only Naomi. Sminty drop. They're sisters. They're sisters. Girl, they are sisters. They are sisters. They're sisters. Okay. Um, those earrings, no. they're so fucking huge. Like, I didn't know if it was a part of the cave. I was so fucking confused. I actually do like them, but I needed an ornament on a different outfit. I want those earrings to exist with nothing on her shoulder, so her skin and the earring can be like besties, if you will. I do like this white on her. I do like it. It gives a little bit of that good bed sheet, but I like this. I still think that what she wore last week when the mask reveal was like, whew, that was some severity here. I'm gonna give it a high 2. She's not ugly. It's not bad looking. It's cute. I just wish there was a little bit of an edit, especially because I want those earrings to exist. But I kind of hate that if you see where my arrow is right here, I wish this was not with that. And so this could have been all shoulder dress and the cape was coming from the back, but I get what she was doing, so I'm not mad. I just wanted the earrings to not have any white to land on, and it more so to be like skin, then the white, then the fabric, then the tone. That's where my brain is going. But it still looks good. And you know, I love a little silliness on the runway here. And I like that she was like, I'm going to serve you model, but then I'm also going to give you a little camp. I can clean the stage with my outfit. I said, Naomi, you must have made this, because if I was the designer and saw you wiping the floor with my motherfucking work, I'd be pissed. I'm just playing. Zahira Zapanta. She's a I almost say. She's a conductor. The way I said it, y'all don't know. I was gonna say it, I mean conductor, but my brain was like trains and not like orchestra when I said it, so I had to stop myself. I was like, conduct, no, it's the right word. I use the right word. Okay. Why did the panel think that she was a magician? Every joke they had for her was she gonna pull a rabbit out of her hat. They thought that she was a fucking magician. That's why this is getting a 2 for me. Her whole presentation was to be a conductor for an orchestra. I thought we were giving a light Jinx Monsoon and Dr. Oz reference moment a little bit with Maestro, but like I was hollering at every joke they gave. They were like, she's a magician. I'm like, yo, please stop calling her that. She's talking about music. Why do you keep calling her a magician? The wand is black. There are aspects of this I would also say are magician-y too. No shade. Say right, Simone. I was with you on that one. Oh, Simone, I'm glad you here, sister. Sister, I know you ain't been here in a long time, but $ Matty-Rants is not my cash app. Because remember, you tipped me a couple of days ago, girl. I went to go see that, but it's Batman 924. But I had to change it a long time ago because somebody was messing with my account, and they still are. I literally had someone request. So I got 2 money requests off that old account, y'all, that I have no longer access to. One was for $1. Some white dude named Matt asking for a soda pop. I kid you not. And another one asked me for $500. Said, pay my car note. Yeah, you can cancel in recent because I never touched it or whatever the case may be. They, we had to do that with somebody else too. I think it was Andres one time, but they'll redo it back for you because even Cash App knows because I've had many conversations of cussing them out about it. Like, y'all won't close my account out. You're just gonna leave it there. So I will move on to a different account, which I have and they know about, and That's that. But girl, $1 for a soda and then a $500 one for a car note. And mind you, the other day I was over here sitting in my fucking feelings about shit not going right for me. And I'm like, girl, now what? So if you did want to tip me, it's PayPal.me/Matty-Rants, $Matt924, and then Venmo Matty-Rants. You will see a picture of Mina when you pull it up, and it'll come up as Matt B. But like, you'll see a picture of Mina. That cat that's like, I'm like this, that's me. That's my baby girl. Oh my goodness. Speaking of which, I fall asleep with my cats often, but this last night was the first time like Mina got under me and slept, and it was like the best feeling to wake up in the morning and my kitty is still there and she's just stretching and shit. I said, "Oh, you slept with me today." She's getting really attachy lately, and I've been feeling it because she used to be such a little brat, but now she's becoming very attached, and I love it. I do love the different color contact lenses. I do love the mug. I'm gonna forgive her on this because they got this motherfucker close, bitch. Like that, I'm not even Zahara. I'm not coming for you because they got that camera close on you, sister. I'm like, well, hot damn. Let us know more about this woman's geesh. Okay, are we looking for an artery or a vein too? The legs are bronzed. Yeah, it's a high 2 for me. 1 point. No. Take it in the ones. They may not have got it, but I like this presentation, and I actually enjoyed the skirt with the piano keys. I thought it was cool. I didn't really get that, but okay, Simone, I got that request. I can't press it because I don't have access to the account. So like, it'll either pump it through automatically, which it did for the other person, or it has to go through the customer survey, but it'll come back. But I did get that notification that you tried that, so no worries there. We got you. Hold on, let me make sure this is for the right email. Yes, okay, Brooke. But yeah, go ahead, Zahira. She paints so pale sometimes, but all right. This isn't a cape. This is not a cape. I don't care. Fontana said Sailor Moon. Immediate high for me. Like immediate high for I don't even care. Like I was like as hypocritical as this is gonna sound right now. I don't even care. She said Sailor Moon. I am biased as fuck. I'm afraid I'm not going to be fair in the situation. She had me in mid-transformation as I put together my Usagi-chan. Shout out to anybody that knows what arc this is for Sailor Moon. I will go ahead and put the bow on the back to help make that make more sense. It is my favorite arc for Sailor Moon. A lot of people don't like it, but it's my favorite because it has my favorite move. It has my favorite attack that she does. It's literally the only sword that she carries, or wand sword, whatever. I don't give. I love it. I love the long ass animation and everything. Yes. Yes. The Pegasus Dream arc. It's one of my favorites. She was posing for life. Y'all go watch that back. She was eating the poses. Mama said, yeah. Moon Gorgeous Meditation. It's so puss. It's the kaleidoscope view. Remember how it goes da-na-na, and it circles in and the glass shatters and shit. Oh, it was so puss. I don't care what nobody says. That's everything. And then all the villains die like via the mirror. So it's like, no. It shows them like getting back in the mirror and then pow. Like, oh, come on. Sorry. I'm fanning out right now. I do love hearing Moon Crisis make up for transformations. Not Moon Prism Power. Like that's cool, but Moon Crisis makeup it somehow gives a little bit more. And But yeah, Fontana, I gave this 10s just because you did Sailor Moon stuff, and I'm gonna be biased. Ask Helenia, because when she did it, I was like, oh, 10s, it's Sailor Moon. Oh, you're gonna get the points for me. This is actually really cool though. I don't see cape as much as I do see like just the fabric from the transformation happening and her doing that specifically. And I'm kind of glad she didn't just do a blonde wig, so it was giving cosplay, and she did something a little bit different here. But I like it. It's not fully cape to me. I don't care. The best look of the night. 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 The best look. The best one. The best one of the night. Best one of the night. Best of the night. Best of the night. Done. Period. The like essence. First of all, I used to own some. I actually want to buy one, but I'm afraid for my cats. That's the only reason I haven't bought another Siamese fighting fish, or as we used to say in PetSmart, beta fish. Do you know the story about beta fishes and Siamese fighting fishes and like how they actually are, like live and everything, like in horse prints from horses and like hoof prints and from the water from like the rain falling, and how they would hop from puddle to puddle to puddle? That's real. Look them up, please. Oh, I'm gonna encourage you to get on your nerdy shit today, because you know I'm like a wildlife kind of guy. I love that kind of stuff. Please look up Siamese fighting fish and beta fish, or whatever. Like, there's two different ways to say it, and look up like how they live, life cycles, and the way that they're like the full in the wild bit. It's crazy. Like, they be hopping, trying to get into some like bodies of water. That's why they can live in such small bodies of water. They're not supposed to, but they can. I don't know. This look is so much for me. It is very well made. It is not overdone. The fish, while are so beautiful on this outfit, they connect with the cape. Godlin is wearing this. It's not wearing Godlin. That's why I'm living. I'm like, honey, you are pumping this outfit down the runway. That mug. Oh, it's so good. This eye makeup is so good. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. Her eye makeup. Oof, 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 oof. I don't like a structured wig, but I like this one. Look at how beautiful the Siamese fighting fish are. Look at all that work. Honey, are those sequins? Like, look at all the work put into this. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Thank you, Godlin. Thank you, whoever designed this, whoever had this in the catalog in the closet. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Just thank you. Golly. Oh, like looking at everybody else's look, like seriously, y'all. White, black and white, pale pink, like crushed pink, very that, black, brown, white, pink, red, blue, silver. Like it stands out, pow, compared to everybody else's look, to be honest with you. But it was, I like the runway. It was a cool theme. I enjoyed it. We got our tops and our bottoms. Mariah being safe did not sit well with me, but I'm happy my sister's here for another day. Kate Butch being safe, I was like, okay. Zahira being safe. I know she's getting tired of that. Sminty's happy to be in the top this week. She will not win. Reddit says she was going home this week. What else did Reddit lie about? Everything about me. Serena Morena, Minty Fresh, and Fontana are in the bottom for their Snatch Game performances. They love Fontana's look as well as Minty's look. I think Serena was like across the board, not having a good day. Sminty drop, as well as the only Naomi. The only Naomi could have been replaced with Mariah. And Godlin were in the top, and Godlin won again. Godlin has been in the top 3 weeks in a row. Godlin has now won 2 weeks in a row. Wake up, Pearl. She is the front runner, and she is clearing. And RuPaul loves her. Loves her. Be very afraid. Be very afraid. She's coming, but I live. I low-key want her to win. Like, I'm like, I want Garland and Mariah to do very well this season. So pop off my Thailand sister and pop off my American queen. Period. So go ahead, Garland, pull it off. Congratulations. Got another badge. And for Snatch Game, you didn't do well on your Snatch Game. Garland wins Snatch Game here. Get into it. But that put Fontana, Serena, and Minty in the bottom, with Minty being back in the bottom, Fontana's first time in the bottom, and Serena's first time in the bottom. Now, Mariah's hyped, not going home and not being the bottom for their Snatch Games. Minty's like, I never got to do it. I'm in the top this week. I can do improv. Goblin's all happy and stuff. And while this is all going down, Fontana is trying to hold back vomiting because she does have a reaction when she's stressed. She will throw up. I hate throwing up with an infinite passion. It's one of my least favorite things. This is why I don't drink like I used to, or even try to get drunk anymore. Maybe 2 little cocktails. If I get a little buzz, I am fine. I do not want to see the room spin. I do not want to throw up. And I'm sure vomiting from stress is a different feeling than vomiting from being like drunk or whatever. But the idea of gagging and having to eject anything, oh, I hate that feeling so very much. I hate it so much. So when I saw her do this, I felt her pain. But can we give Naomi some credit and kudos here for helping her sister? Bitch, Naomi ran back over there in a white outfit and was helping her hold the trash bucket. I watched Naomi go up and down with her, so that way when she threw up, it didn't splatter anywhere on her look or hers. I was like, that's a real motherfucker right there. I said, Naomi, you getting points from me every episode. I have no idea who you are, girl. Every episode, I'm like, this is a real bitch. In a white, all white outfit? You're crazy. I would never. I just sat there like, damn, Fontana, that sucks. Oh, we feel better, sister. Now, Naomi back there in full on the worst thing you could wear for someone throwing up. That's a real one. Go off, Naomi. Because you came back to stage. We didn't see no stains either. And Fontana, I hate that you even had to apologize for this. Please don't apologize for this. Don't apologize. Please don't. Because this is something natural for you. And everybody gave you space when this happened. I was actually very happy. No one was like, why'd you do all that? I was like, please don't. Like, not this, not that. Godlin said she wanted to hear from everybody, but did she? Did she? Do you agree with Godlin's decision? Do you agree? Mo to the hey Mo. It's you, and you have some random bedazzled fish with big lips that you can save somebody, right? You got Serena Morena, who low-key did the worst out of everybody across the board. Should have to lip sync. Minty Fresh. Snatch Game, terrible. Runway, impeccable. Then you got Fontana. Snatch Game, not good. Runway, cute. Godlin saying, the person who I'm choosing to save, I feel did the best job in Snatch Game. Fontana starts to smile. I think Serena was the worst one up there. Snatch Game and Runway. But the messy sissy in me. But the punk in me. But the F rhymes with bagged with me. want to make not only great television, but I want to gag a girl and see how she acts. Bitch, I would have saved Minty again just to be biased because I love Minty and I don't want to see her in that position. But saving Serena was a gag, but it also was like, ooh. She already did, but if she did it again, it would have been kind of like, uh-oh, like she's clearly not gonna let that girl, like that's her sister. Like if she's at the top again, Minty ain't going nowhere. I, as a person in the competition, would have been very scared for that, right? That's one way of looking at it. Two, not picking like if she picked Fontana, it'd have been like, oh well, Fontana has a great track record, so there you go. Like it makes sense, right? Like no one's gonna move. But Godwin made a decision that was gonna make the room move, honey. Look at Mariah's face. Look at Fontana and Serena's face, but look at Mariah in the back. This is her, like, she was chilling. Like, you can see the screen grabs. Let me go back. Look at Mariah's face over here. It's the way the room is going to move. Like, mind you, they're all just chilling. Fontana thinks it's her. And when Godwin says Serena, look at the faces. I'm talking about. Mariah said, Minty's not moving. A stoic woman she will be. Fontana's gagged. Serena's gagged. Gagged. They're like, what? It's them looking at each other. Serena's like, she's saving me? Fontana, she's saving you? Minty has not moved 1 inch. Mariah's mouth is now open. You understand me? Mariah is now gagged. Like her eyes were like gooped, but now she's gagged. But we're not done. The room is moving. The judges were gagged. Jade was gagged. Sminty, I'm sorry. Zahira, what? Kate, huh? Ooh, they weren't ready. No one thought that Godwin was going to choose Serena. And I think that made that the biggest gag of them all and made it so cackable because it's like, what? You saved who? And you said it was because of the best Snatch Game? Now, girl. I'm not even mad. I was like, I'm not even mad because I like Serena and I didn't want to see her go home. High key. Like, even though it was a bad week for her, in my opinion, I just still like her as someone on my television screen. I think we need to still have that representation. So I was just kind of like, okay. And it's also Minty's second time in the bottom. So it was like, yeah, she's going to have to fight this time because she didn't have to lip sync last time. So it's only fair that she has to lip sync this time. Fontana. They were supposed to have a little sisterhood and alliance because they were in the top 2 the first week, but fine. But Godwin's like, that girl's competition. Why shouldn't I fuck her record over? Why shouldn't I change that track record up? Because who's to say that she's not going to clear for the rest of the season? Who's to say that this bitch is not about to eat me up for the remainder of the episodes? And now I'm stuck in a situation. So let me give her a little heat. Let me give her a little smoke. Let me make her work for this real quick. We'll come back maybe. But right now, I want to see if she's really that girl. So go for it. So I'm going to save you, Serena. I'm going to let Fontana work it out with Minty. I assumed because she was, to me, it's like, you're not going to say the same girl twice. Could have. Well, I wouldn't have blinked, but, you know, it's Minty. If there's anybody else, I'd have been like, what are you doing? But it's Minty. Minty's everything. We love Minty, so whatever. I thought it was easy to go to Fontana, but Serena was a gag. And I was like, oh, this is messy. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how the OG way of this game being played came into factor. Because that was a gag decision, honey. Who? You say who? Serena is happy. Everyone is still shook. But when I tell you, I could feel the fires of Brazil. Not sweet and honey. Brazil igniting in this one. Because now Fontana went from disbelief to, really, bitch? Okay. Now, I'm glad I was on the internet for some of this because Fontana did make a post, and I want to read it before I go a little bit further into where this energy is coming from. Actually, no, I'm gonna wait till the lip sync to read the post a bit because I knew about it from the episode when she was talking about it, but her explaining it even further on Twitter, I was like, okay, I can see. Nah, I get it now. I get it now. I get it now. I have a little bit more empathy for how she was acting. Jade is gagged. Jade is gagged. She was probably thinking that Serena was gonna have to lip sync. She's like, wait, what? These two? Huh? Not the pretty girl. Wait. Angel of My Dreams. I like when the song transitions the beat. I do not like the beginning. I hate that part. But when it goes into like the give me my gods, I be in. Can I be honest? Please do not be mad at me, especially for my Brazil babies. You know I love Brazil. I'm trying to go there. I did not think Fontana won this lip sync. I don't think she won it. I didn't want to see her go home. That was the gag. It was like, she didn't win this, but I don't want to see her go home. But I don't want to see Minty go home. I watched her do a whole lot of, and it was a lot of it wasn't even on beat. And the way the song was portrayed, she was in a different world. There was a lot of manicness behind her actions and movements that didn't match the song, where Minty was very in control and was completely in it, if you will. Like it made more sense. Like it was very a part of the song and not someone fighting against the song. And Fontana had some great moments in there, but there were a lot of ill-begotten moves. Girls started doing front rolls and cartwheels that didn't make any sense at the time. It was like, why are you doing that right now? Like that's not even in the song for you to break that down for. And then there was this one cartwheel. Remember when the song like broke down? I think it was like the third part, and it was very slow and it was very like her just singing. And Fontana does this random cartwheel. I was so confused. I was like, girl, what is going on? What is happening? She wasn't matching the energy for me. I was feeling it more from Minty. But here I come with that producer card. Minty is so reserved. I don't know if I'm looking at this from that level of being like, Minty's going to be able to pull out some fierceness next week and it's going to be worth it. I know her runways are going to chew. I know she will be as beautiful as ever. But challenge-wise, I don't know. Fontana just got fucked over by who's supposed to be one of her best duties in this game. Fontana also has a lot on her plate right now. The drive is there, and the hunger for this is way bigger than what I'm seeing from the other one. So as a producer, I want to keep Fontana. As a fan, I want to keep Minty. As who I think won the lip sync, I still think it was Minty. But I was like, I'm not ready to get rid of Fontana. I agree, homogenic. There's a cool and calmness that we can ride through, but if it wasn't really hidden, it wasn't going to work. And so that's kind of what sucked. But I also think that there was a bit of the Southeast Asian Sisters Alliance that did not go through. But I think it was Godlin thinking, if I do pick her again, it's going to look really bad on me. And they're going to be like, I'm only saving my Asian sister. And how's it going to look like for the rest of us here? So I think there was a lot to look at in terms of how visually speaking it would have been if she saved Minty. And then if it was Fontana, it almost would have been like the easiest answer possible. Versus you saving Serena, which is going to gag everybody in the room. It's going to wake Fontana up. It's going to completely be like, oh, so we not cool? God, I thought you was my Southeast Asian sister. Like, it definitely shook the room. So I'm not mad at Godwin's decision. it got us as an audience. It gagged the girls. It shook the table for the judges too. She started producing. All tea. Now, Fontana ends lip sync. Minty, they all end it. RuPaul names Fontana as the winner. And then just slams on the floor. I thought she hit her head. It was almost as if she just recklessly abandoned whatever gravity was and just, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, what is up with girls hitting their heads on the fucking floor right now? Mariah, I know you were tired this day and your mouth was sore, sister. I just know you was like, what are they doing? What's happening here? Look at Serena's face. Ugh. Like, it's like, ooh, are you good? Because she didn't just go down like in dramatics. It was like, oh, is she okay? You're holding your, I'm thinking, oh, you got a knot. Like she got, get someone got an ice pack? Sister. Rue was, Rue, fix your face. Not them eyes finally matched now. Oh! Oh my goodness. Oh, shout out for those of you who remember what I was talking about earlier today with that one right eye being a little lower than the other. But listen, yeah, it was a lot to be real, but there's backstory to all of this. Okay. There's backstory. When the show was over, though, and Minty left, which I'm still so sad about because I love Minty Fresh. Please support Minty Fresh. She's everything. Shout out to my Filipino babies at home, my Filipinas. Shout out to everybody over there in the Philippines. Mabu, hey, my bitches. I love y'all so much. You already know what's up. Jiggly was family for me, so y'all always gonna be family for me, period. But let's read what Fontana wrote on Twitter, and this is a lot to do with what she already talked about on the show, but I really need you to hear me out with this. You know, for Fontana, I did this lip sync while having a panic attack right after throwing up. When I asked to stay, it wasn't just because drag is everything I have, but because I'd invested absolutely everything to be there. I was under threat of deportation and didn't even have a place to live. My life depended on that moment. That's why all this emotion beyond the anxiety and the panic, there was a real need to be on that stage. And it's not victimhood. It's just the reality of a Latina immigrant in Europe. Thank you for all the love. I love you all. P.S. The samba at the end was for all of us Brazilians who are going through or have gone through these difficulties. Together, always stronger. I wanted to share that because, and especially I feel is important as an American who currently is in a country right now where it is not a safe space for people who are immigrants, unfortunately. No news reel around that is going to be able to change that right now. It's not safe. It's a very uncomfortable place. And then you got all these things happening across the globe that are outside of our own countries. You know what I mean? Where they're also dealing with the same sort of stuff. And so for me, I'm like, I'd like to give this context. Because at first when I saw it, I was like, girl, are you good? But then I'm thinking, didn't the last episode she just say that she just moved from a whole other country to go to Sweden? But there's still some issues here, there, and there. And then now I see that. And I'm like, oh, well, that absolutely. I would be even more mad if I told someone my business and they still put me in this position. And that's what I think that was. Because when this was over with, did you see when Godwin went to go hug Fontana and Fontana said, Fontana said, I think they've had a very deep conversation about that. And I think that Fontana took that very personal, which I understand. You don't have to, but I get it, especially with what you're facing. Oh, that part too, fluffy tacos. I almost told a story that happened a couple of days ago, but I don't want to put that on y'all's minds. But I did have somebody ask me for identification recently, and I politely gave them the business. And I also was glad that I was in a store where the people who were working there have seen me in many times before. I was on the phone with somebody who's in this chat right now when it had happened, to be honest with you, and was like, this man is wearing a full fucking uniform just parading around the Kroger's, and literally asked me for my information, to which I had one of the employees stop his ass because I was already cussing. I'm like, who the fuck are you touching? One, but I understand what you're talking about, Fluffy. I'm not going to be sitting in the house because of that, but at the same time, it lets you know that people are just looking to see if you look different, and then just acting on it. Please, everybody, be careful, okay? Because what if I wasn't in a store where everybody knew me? What if I was somewhere else and I had no one that, you know what I mean? Like, and now I'm having to sit somewhere for fucking 5 days. Oh, we're sorry, but my life is gone, and I have children at this house. You feel what I'm saying? So like, what if something happened to me and I can't come feed my cats? And Darnell, you've been to my Kroger. You know the one. You've seen them people respond to me. You know that lady that know me from the fucking gas. Yes. Darnell has been with me to the grocery store, so he knows the people know me there. They've literally spoken to me all the time because I go there every other goddamn day. It's one of my ways of getting out the house before I go work out. Bitch, I go to the grocery store and I be walking through that hole. I like the grocery store. It's fun. I don't know why. It reminds me of my mom too, so that's why I do it. But because my mom used to be a grocery store person where she was always up in that piece. So every time I go in there, I always feel really good. Simone, thank you for the tippy poo. Let's try this again, boo. I love you too. Thank you, baby. But yeah, like, just be safe. This is not what we imagined 2026 would look like for a lot of us here. There's a lot of reverse victimhood happening, a lot of projection, a lot of, this, that, and the other. Just be fucking safe, please. Please. Sincerely. Before I wrap this episode up and do everything else like that, we did lose James Vanderbeek either yesterday or today. Unfortunately, our boy from Dawson's Creek, and for a lot of us millennials and those of you who watched that show or even saw him in other things like, was it Friday Night Lights or whatnot, he unfortunately passed from colon cancer, stage 3 or 4. And the reason why I wasn't participating with y'all in the live chat with that is because an ex of mine who I actually was very close to, and we shared the same birthday, passed away a few days ago. He also passed from cancer. And it was someone who I have known for many years. Like a lot of my lifetime. Okay. So I wasn't prepared to jump into that off-topic moment with you just yet because it was Varsity Blues. Thank you. I'm still reeling from that one because the last time we spoke, it was like a year or so ago, and it was good conversation. So it just was really sad because he wasn't a bad guy. He was also one of the people who made me think outside of my religion of Christianity and into Buddhism. But yeah, he was a good guy. Another fellow Libra, same birthday as me. All that kind of stuff. But hug the people you love. If you have anybody that you care about and you're holding a grudge against them, it's not always worth it. Unless that bitch owe you fucking money. I'm just playing. But like, just I'm getting to a position and place in my life where my time is getting to a point where all the people who I know, we're all moving into other directions, or we're not here anymore, And so I do have an issue with people who are younger, who are ageism and all that kind of crap, because it would be a blessing for your gay ass to live past 40, sweetheart, especially when so many people died during the AIDS pandemic. when they weren't even trying to give us any sort of anything for our rights. A lot of you sissies are privileged as fuck and you do not even realize it, and you still are facing things, but you have no idea how hard it can really be. You're like, this year's crazy, bitch. Imagine the 80s, girl. Imagine your queer brothers and sisters before you who had to deal with all that they're dealing with, sweetheart, where there were laws legal for them to do things against you. You're now protected more than you ever will think or know, or even respect, and you still want to complain. Yes, we are still on the front line. Yes, we are still dealing with a lot of stuff. But you coming for an elder queer is wild to me. Some of them ain't shit. And some of them are the greatest people you'll meet and be your mentors, okay? Shout out to my friend Todd, who also passed of cancer a few years ago. He was one of my older gay friends who was there to help, not take advantage, but teach and give me courage to do stuff. And I think that a lot of queens out there are missing their fellow gays that are there to help them through the bullshit. And a lot of the girls are just winging it out there and then giving misinformation like they ain't supposed to. But if you know about community, baby, you know about community. And there are days we can feel alone, and there are days that we have everybody around us. But the days that you feel alone, remind yourself that everybody's around you. Okay, I've had a very tough week, but you may have noticed that I wasn't trying to bring it into every single video I was doing. I was handling a lot of stuff in the background, and I was praying, and I was holding it together. So I may not like someone on a TV show for what they did on a TV show, but I don't know these people. And if you think my comments or opinions on them are so deep that you need to get me, girl, go for it. But I'm going to think of you like I think of whatever else is at the bottom of my shoe. Ain't shit. Because we got bigger fish to fry. And I hope that's helpful. So yes, take care of yourselves, go to the doctor, go to the clinic if you need to. If you don't have the money, do what you got to do. There are options for you for both mental health, physical health, as well as any sort of anything you may be going on in life. And yes, some states don't provide that, and it's really hard to move. Try to find a community of people that can help you get where you need to go. There's always somebody. You are not alone. There is at least one person in this world that gives every bit of a damn about you. Believe it, it's true. At least one. And that's more than none. So I love you all, and I hope you take care. I've been talking for way too much. I was like 90 minutes. It's about almost 2.5 hours now. We got to wrap this up. But UK versus the World Season 3 is a good season. Again, no hate to any of these girls on the show right now, or if I don't like them currently, I'm actually entertained. The lip syncs have been, but like that doesn't matter right now because everything else around the show is actually pumping it. So I'm excited to see where this goes, and good luck to each and every one of the queens that are on the show, regardless of how I feel about them. And do not send hate to anybody that we talked about today because they don't deserve it. They don't, except Pam. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding about, no, I'm not. Fuck it. Anywho, hit the like button, share, subscribe, become part of the Rainback family. Drop it to be proof if you feel like it. If you're watching this for the playback, please take care of yourselves. I would love to see you tomorrow. And leave a comment about this episode, highs and lows, or your yeses and nos. But I appreciate everybody that did tune in today during this live. It went a little bit longer than what I expected, but I think I was ready to talk today, and I wanted to just get it off my chest and then say hello because I miss y'all and I love you down. So thank you again for tuning in and all that good stuff. I'm going to go to the grocery store. I'm going to go to the grocery store and go get me a rotisserie chicken, baby. And get me some veggies because I need a side or two. And make my dinner for tonight. And then I'm going to go work out. And then make my dinner. So, yes. So, take care, everyone. Kissy, kissy, poos. I will not be covering traders on this channel no more. But if you're on my Patreon, I'm doing my reactions and reviews on there. Okay? Because y'all ain't watching that shit on here. So I'm going to do it on Patreon. So if you want to catch my shit for the traders and whatever else is left of the show, now there's no black people left, pop on over to Patreon. I got you. So love you down. Take care, everybody. Big hugs from me. I appreciate it. And I will see you Saturday for, thank God. Oh, we're talking about this now for everybody that's still here. Saturday is Valentine's Day. I don't get plans on Valentine's Day. I have plans now. So I will be doing that video very early, which is not really early, but 12 o'clock in the afternoon, Central Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern. But Valentine's Day is on a Saturday, and I plan to have that Valentine's Day with said, and there you go. So we'll be doing an early review on Saturday for Drag Race Season 18, FYI. So you may need to catch it for the playback, but you should catch it for the live and start your Saturday off right with me with a cup of coffee and some breakfast and some Drag Race, mama, gay, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, okay. No traders on here, but I will have it on Patreon. Okay, I got it off my chest. I'm so glad I remembered. I almost forgot. I was like, bitch. It's like, no, I totally do have plans. Let me not be stupid. Drewski. Maybe. Maybe. Could be. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We've only been talking for, what is it? We have. Have we been talking for that long? Have I really been talking about that? No fucking way. Let me see. No fucking way. Look at you, see my memory scroll. No way. Holy shit, yeah, it has been that 7 months. Wow. Wow. Oh my God. Because the rule is, if we've known each other for a year, because this is my boundary, and we still really like each other, we can totally be in a relationship. But I don't want to like jump into a relationship with somebody if I've only known them for a few months, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to deal with them or they're going to be able to deal with me. It's something that I've dealt with before. I've had men say that I've been using them when I haven't. And it's really just us running into the relationship so early and soon. Their friends get involved and it gets messy and all that kind of stuff. So it's just like, it's too much. So I've known him for quite some time, and we've taken our time with this. We're not spending every day with each other. We're not underneath each other all day. And he's got goals and I got goals. So like, yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit different than what I'm used to. He's like a half inch shorter than me, but he's so handsome. I like him a lot. Very, very handsome. I like him a lot. Yes. Whatever. Anywho, okay, we gotta go. We gotta go. Y'all are dumb. Get off my. What the fuck is wrong with me? Okay, I'm leaving. Goodbye. Hugs and kisses, my best love and wishes for you. It's your boy Matty-Rants. I will see you for the next one. And also, a Valentine's Day gift was had. We'll talk about it later in the Discord. But yes, I'll see y'all later. Love you down. Until next time. Take care of yourselves. But UK versus the World Season 3. It's amazing. It's good. Support the queens. Do what you got to do. Jump scare. I'll see you for the next one. Bye.
Listen.